Hi friends, Happy New Year. After my shows are completed for the year, I think about what I would need to do for next year. And one of the things I need to do is work on some little paintings. This is a 4x4 panel. And I just ordered some 4x4 frames yesterday too. I use a company a lot of times, Franken Frame. They're out of Tennessee, American-made products. They do a wonderful job packing things up. So that's one of the things I want to work on this year when I don't have other things going, is the 4x4s. And I ordered 10 birch round disc. I think they're 18-inch, which is fairly large. And my plan with those is to paint throughout the year like old-fashioned Santas on them. Because my shows are not until like November. So anyway, I thought I'd do a little one. Lots of possible things to do. I do a lot of flowers. Flowers sell well. I'm doing kind of a challenging thing here. I have this picture of a VW. So we'll see how that goes. The trouble is that to fit it in here, I'm going to have more vertical space left than I would like. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, a lot of times cars can end up looking cartoony. And I could have sketches with a pencil, which I did consider doing. But I chose, a little car. VWs are cute and little. It's this cute turquoise color, and one of the things I did not do, which I may do, is to get out some phthalo blue. I've been doing a lot more cars, and they're a good drawing challenge, And I have to fit this little thing on here, so we'll see. See, I can already have the wheel in the wrong place, so I might, because of it being proportionally correct, we might end up even running it off. We'll see. We are in the middle of a snowstorm, pretty good one. We've just stayed put all day, and I think we've got a winter weather warning until tomorrow night at midnight. So I made chili, great day for chili, and we stayed in the house. This is a little panel. They're slick, is the only thing about them. Some people really like that slick surface. I do, but it can, make it challenging to get your paint to adhere to it. So there's something leaning against this car, which I don't plan to put in. I like VWs. They're just the cutest car. Now, do I like that? See, it's going to run off front and back. The other option would be to back it up and just run the back end off. I kind of almost like that idea better. So let's wipe it off. Don't be afraid to wipe them off and start over. And I could gesso these if I wanted, and I would get a little more texture that way. So I want to make sure to keep the front on. I don't think it would look right to run it off front and back. Got little silver hubcaps. So if that's our front fender, and we don't want to go any further than that, so I'm just looking like how big's the fender, okay? Help myself to draw this out. If the tire's there, the edge of the fender's about there, and then I got a little triangle shape here. Get that in. And then the hood's about that big. So we'll see how we like this in the end. So, you know, I have to come up with a lot of good subjects for these little 4x4s. I may even, I've done my Pinocchio doll. I did that in a palette knife last year, and it went over really well. I may do that again. And if that's the window, it looks like it goes about up to there. You know, I have to get this on and see if I like it. That's one reason that it's really a good idea to do a preliminary sketch. I do recommend it, even though we did not do it. And then there's a shadow underneath, kind of comes across in front of it. You know, it's got to feel like a VW. I said I'm probably going to want to get some phthalo blue out here. I've got this one, I don't even know what you call it, some kind of blue I bought one time after a workshop. You know, try new things, right? Somebody recommended it, and I've never used much of it. I tend to find that even though I get a little adventurous sometime, that I tend to stay with the same colors. All this is manganese blue. I bought that one time after the teacher was using it after a workshop. And I rarely use it, though. I find it doesn't have great tinting strength. Phthalo blue, on the other hand, is amazing. It's just extremely powerful, though. You have to be very careful with it if you've never used it. I'm going to put a little bit of it out here. Phthalo is good and bad. It will take over your painting, too. All right, so let's look at our drawing a little bit again. I feel like this hood's a little high. It's very light through the windows, so get rid of some of this where we don't want it. All right, let's look at this. We'll no particular reason, but I think I'm going to put in some of the lighter blues first. Like I said, these are really slick panels. I'm not real sure how I feel about them. These came from Dick Blick. If you're interested in them, let me know. I can tell you what they are. They have a keyhole in the back. I did actually sell a lot of paintings on them this year, unframed. I just sold the little panels right off the table. I'm mostly blocking in the general color, and we can adjust it. In this area, this got to come up, which is probably good. I'm back a little too far with that. I don't mind that at all. I'd like it to be a little more forward. I normally paint on Mondays, and of course we've been off the last couple of weeks for the holiday, and then they canceled for tomorrow, which I'm glad they did because of the weather. Yeah, we may come in with a liner brush even because it's so tiny. I mean, I got paint all over myself. That didn't take long. Hope y'all had a wonderful Christmas. I had a really great holiday. Christmas Eve at my daughter's, and then my sister normally does Christmas Day, but she had gallbladder surgery, and my sweet daughter had us all over there Christmas Day, about 30 of us. I have a wonderful big family. I have no idea how this is going to feel. I'm trying not to judge it till I get further along, you know. I can always wipe it off. I'm mixing up something pretty light to go in there. The whole background's going to be light. Take a little liner brush and put in some of this detail. This is not a great liner brush, which is okay because, you know, I don't want a real picky hard edge. And I actually haven't even been using this for detail. I'll show you the one I've been using mostly. This one. And maybe I'll try that one a little bit. I mean, you get pretty good. It's got a fair edge, but well, let's mix up like a gray. I want it light for the background, and you know, get some color behind it. And then we'll look at the car again then. The shadow kind of goes around like that. Of course, this might be one that would look good to kind of make the car look like it was reflecting down even. We'll think about that. What kind of little subjects do you think would do well, like on a little canvas like this? You know, I mean, we all have different tastes, but if you were, I've done so many different things over the years. Like I said, lots of flowers. Flowers always seem to go over well. I did a few of the Wizard of Oz characters. I did the Tin Man. But I'm open to suggestions if you have some ideas for me. Change up the color back there a little bit. Get a little more red in it. See if I like that. The picture is actually like in a parking garage, but I could have made it outside. I could put trees back there or anything. Make sure to move that color around. And like I say, I could even, you know, just an idea, but I could even, you know, bring the blue down. Kind of like the cars reflecting down. It's all trial and error, isn't it? Okay, let's see what things feel wrong. I think the windows feel a little small, perhaps. I don't see any side mirrors. I'm just noticing. Are there none? You know, it's an old car, so. I'm not sure how I feel about it. There's an area under there that's really catching light. Yeah, I would have liked to have gotten the whole car in, but it's not the right shaped canvas really for that, is it? I think there's a headlight there, and then there's a light up there. Just looking for little reflections. Does that feel like a Volkswagen? I say cars to me are always a good drawing challenge, you know, because they can feel realistic or they can feel very cartoony. Not sure about that place under there. I'm seeing it, but that doesn't mean it needs to be there. So may stay, may not. Kind of spread it around a little bit, I think. Just getting a little more texture in there. I don't know if certain type hubcaps are specific to, I see the type that are on this car. I mean, is that typical of all Volkswagens? I have no idea. So is it an important touch? I don't know that either. They kind of got a center and then an outer ring. I don't know. If you know, let me know, because I can definitely add more detail to them if I think it's important. All right, what do we think of that? Oops. So I didn't have to put any of the blue at the bottom, but I was trying to, you know, make it feel like a reflection. I thought it might be more interesting. Maybe some of that blue ought to be up here. These are really thick little panels. One of the gals I paint with likes to paint on aluminum. She likes that really slick surface. I think it can be really nice for some things. Kind of pulling colors back and forth so they don't feel so isolated. All right, that's about 40 minutes. I'll look at it and see. I'll probably do a lot more flowers on these. I mean, like I said, they seem to do well. But I'm open for suggestions. Just trying to clean this shape up in here a little bit. Make it look a little lighter, maybe. All right, I'll look at it now and see what I think of it. Sign it. So thanks for joining me, and please like and subscribe. Off to a new year now. This was about 40 minutes, so let me get you in front of it and you can see it a little bit better. Again, I ordered, I'll show you when they come in, but I ordered frames, like 15 4x4s. I look around always on at their clearance moldings, because when you're buying a frame this small, I ordered enough to get free shipping. So they're only running me maybe $6.50 each, which isn't bad. All right, I don't know how I feel about it. I'll look at it and decide. All right, you have a wonderful evening and watch for me next time. All right, catch you soon.